CS2 investors nowadays, you cannot really understand them because at the end of the day, a lot of skins that pretty much are looking not special at all, are not very desirable, but still are getting pumped up on the markets, like this MP7 Astrolabe. For example, there's only 4% of the whole supply is in the factory new condition. This means, for example, only 700,000 in all conditions exist, and this is a light blue skin from the graphic design collection, to a very bullish up on it actually, and only 30,000 out of these 700,000 are in the factory new condition. I mean, that's why maybe people are aiming at this, but I definitely do not suggest you going for this. I would stay away from these skins, even though they're slightly rebounding right now. I mean, the uprise of this skin is enormous. It has been selling for like €1, just like any other armory skin in the factory new condition, even cheaper, as you can see here, for like under €1.50, somewhere in that area. And currently we've been selling for like €46, and we're already up to this same price. So the Astrolabe, as of speaking of right now, is pumping even higher to newer all-time highs, which is kind of insane in my opinion. In the past week, we've went up by like €6, €7 even. This is kind of insane. I would way rather go for this FAMAS Halftone Wash, also from the graphic design collection. A light blue skin is also kind of rare, because ever since the graphic design collection has been removed, a lot of these skins have been used up in trade-ups just to get some better skins. For example, I would definitely highly suggest you going for the factory new conditions, because they're almost 50 times cheaper, yes, 50 times, than this MP7 Astrolabe. And these are also in the factory new condition, so I think it's a win-win, and down the line these could end up being great investments, just because people will be using up them for trade-ups, just because the whole collection is kinda rare, and to get some certain trade-up skins, people will be using also the light blues. As you can see right now up on the Steam community market, these skins have bounced even lower, and on third-party websites you can buy them even cheaper. I definitely highly suggest you putting them in your storage unit, forgetting about them. I just think the upside towards these is enormous, and in the future maybe these will go distinct, who knows. Are you tired of super expensive steams up on the community market and you want to buy some new ones? Up on Skinland you have the best possible market prices for these skins, no hidden commissions, a 24/7 service, 100% safe, and you get immediate payouts. Skinland also pays out instantly, so you don't have to wait for your balance to arrive. Ever since the latest Valve update, you can still trade your skins here and legends trade here. Skinland is the official partner of Vitality. The best work with the best, even Vitality chooses Skinland. And if you want to sell your skins, here's a bonus for you. If you use my promo code RubyJetski, you get $10 for free if you sell your skins for $100. And thank you Skinland for sponsoring this video. Yes, the supply is slightly higher up on those, approximately 156,000 only in the factory new condition, but just because the prices are so low up on these, I think they will get used up way more. I think it's gonna take some while, because not a lot of people are appreciating or valuing the graphic design collection as it is. I think it's a big mistake. We're also currently giving away this M4A4 Desolate space. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trading is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away if you win. I wish to all of you in the comments the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment. I will be choosing a random comment. I mean, yes, ever since the Souvenir update, you can now trade up certain skins, right? But you will never get the skin in the Souvenir condition. And for example, these 5/7 fall hazards that I've gotten myself just a few weeks ago, personally, I think they're still undervalued. At least that's just my own opinion, and that's why I've bought this skin. Also, it's very beautiful. The supply of these is very limited, and when I say very limited, I mean very limited. For example, in the Souvenir condition, there's currently around like 300 something in the minimal wear condition. That's absolutely insane in my opinion. Nowadays, 300 something skins up on the market is absolutely nothing. Obviously, you can still make some souvenir skins right now with the new major. So the craziest part is that they're cheaper than the non-souvenir skins, and the non-souvenir skins, there's only like what, 600 to 700 skins of these in existence, maybe even 500, which is insane, yes, but in souvenir condition there's only 300. So the souvenir conditions should be actually more expensive, right? But ever since the new CS2 market hasn't even adopted to all these new changes that Valve has made, pretty much in a couple of years, my prediction is that certain skins will definitely stabilize in the souvenir conditions and could be worth the same value, just because they're also very rare and not very demanded, yes, but I think the trade-up future towards these is huge, because you can use them up for trade-ups, and the skins you're gonna get are not going to be in the souvenir condition or version, which is the best part about it. Well, as I said in our previous videos, if you haven't watched them, definitely go ahead and do that, because we've been covering CS2 agents. At least that was my prediction, that we will not have any new CS2 agents in the near future. It can definitely not be true, but that's my opinion. I'm gonna stick by it. And as you can see, the Brazilian Tenente, we've owned him a couple of times already throughout the past year, but right now we've even reached newer all-time highs, and it's absolutely insane. There's buy orders up on the Steam community market for over 150 euros. It's absolutely insane how fast this agent has risen ever since we had these new all-time highs of 122 euros. A lot of people started dumping it, and as you can see, it was very stable for a very long time, around 60 euros up on the Steam community market. Just in the past month, from 90 euros all the way up to 150. That's a huge price increase, almost double. I mean, more than double. The M4A1-S Hyper Beast from the Chroma 2 collection is obviously a very desirable trade-up fuel skin, right? But not a lot of people are actually putting them in trade-ups, because these are beautiful play skins with a lot of potential, and I love investments that have like two different sides of the coin to it. A good looks to it, because people like using them as play skins, and this skin definitely covers that. Obviously, I don't usually go for the static conditions, and I don't own one myself in the factory new condition, field tested condition, and when I was buying it, I was buying like so many of them. This was right when the gold trade up update happened. I was already very bullish up on these skins, and I'm very bullish on them still, because the supply of these will be only decreasing. Meanwhile, the case prices are gonna steadily rise. At least that's just my own opinion. I think right now is a very solid time to enter the market for case investments as well, but we've been covering them already. I think the next discontinued case is gonna be the Revolution case. We'll have to see where it goes. Maybe I'm completely wrong about it. Maybe Valve even adds another terminal and does not discontinue a case, even though I would think it would be impossible. And to be honest, this is a very solid loadout skin matching with a lot of nice combos. Well, the Desert Eagle Mecha Industries is not very expensive, and from the Danger Zone collection, the case itself has dropped from like 2 euros all the way down to 1 euro and 60 cents, and on third-party websites these are selling even cheaper. And you need to understand that the Danger Zone case will probably never return to the game, I mean Danger Zone 2, and the potential towards these is generally huge, because not a lot of investors are going for these skins, because there's quite a few out there. Of them, right? But in the future, I think the supply of these will be actually decreasing, because the cases will be getting more rarer with every single day. People are opening them because they're not the most expensive cases, and can still have nice blue gem finishes up on this collection if you're gonna use them up for red skins, if you're gonna trade them up, right? This skin is very liquid. A lot of people are buying it actually because it's looking also very beautiful. Unfortunately, we don't have no Deagle whiteout skins, but with the new army update, I think it could change. There's a possibility, but I don't think it's gonna happen, because there's so many different whiteout skins Valve could be actually dropping. As you can see, it has risen all the way from like what, 15 euros in the past few weeks, all the way up to 25 right now. Obviously, you can grab them on third-party websites even cheaper, but I definitely think that this skin is a great pickup also to use as a play skin. And actually, quite recently, I've also picked up this beautiful AWP Neo-Noir, as you know, in the factory new condition, and I think it's also a very beautiful looking skin. Is as well from the Danger Zone collection, and is slightly rising up on the markets as well, ever since we've bought it for like 50 euros just a few weeks ago. I mean, maybe even less than 2 weeks ago. We've definitely profited already on these skins. I think generally speaking, they're very beautiful as well. There's definitely some solid potential towards the Danger Zone collection. Maybe not certainly because they're great gold trade-up skins, but because they're just good looking, right? And at the same time, when we got this AWP, we've also gotten this AK-47 Lead Museo from the Operation Riptide collection. Generally speaking, one of the best collections in the game, also as far as for agent goes. As you can see, it has been rising quite rapidly also in the past few weeks. It's kind of insane. We've obviously gotten not the factory new condition, because the factory new condition is selling for 900 euros up on the Steam community market right now. Yes, it's very expensive, but these skins are very rare, and if you consider like the minimal wear condition, it's also already on the uprise, right? Field tested, well, it's already also on the uprise. Well one as well. So I think generally speaking, yes, you can trade up for great knives out of these collections, but they're very similar to the butterfly knives we've gotten in the Dreams and Nightmares collection. But just because these skins are so rare, I think the potential towards these is actually huge. And as you know, I've gotten many of these PP Bison's Judgment of Anubis from the Chroma 3 collection as well. I'm probably never gonna sell these skins just because they're so beautiful. Yes, I'm not even using this gun, but I still think that this skin is very beautiful. A lot of people unfortunately are using them up for trade-ups, but that's only good for us, because the supply of these is only decreasing and the case is very demanded. A lot of people are opening it, so down the line in the next couple of years, I can expect these skins and cases to rise as well. I've been accumulating these for the past few months, but the main part of the skins when I bought them was after the gold trade-up update, and right now they're performing very good, but I expect them to perform even better. At least that's just my own opinion. Make always your own research upon these investments.